Okay, so nobody's getting the truth from the mainstream media, folks. It's well past time to open your eyes, your ears, and your mind. Do your own research because something isn't right here. And if you can't see that, you are not paying attention, folks.
It's the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
The important message that we need Australians to get vaccinated as quickly as possible. In line with that, I do encourage all Australians to please go and book your vaccinations as soon as you can if you haven't already done so.
Emma, get away!
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Okay, we need to stand up against this tyranny, folks. Stop giving away your freedoms and liberties, because the more you give up, the more these people will take until you have absolutely nothing left. That's their agenda.
Cool. All right. Good evening, folks. How are you? Different view, different everything, because we've actually come in tonight, guys, and we've got. I had no microphone access. Friday night it was no Wi-Fi, and tonight it's no microphone. So yeah, we've grabbed another old laptop and fired it up, and we're off and running. So, well, guys, what a war. What a fake war. What a fake matrix. What a fake world. Fake food. Fake new energy. Fake this, fake that, fake that. Everything's faked. I could mince that word a little bit and say something else. Everything's faked. So, guys, do you think that these guys have really got much in their tank? Where do you think we are? Let's go into it for a bit. We'll get onto this later on in the space, all right? I'll open up my head. All right, we've got a space on tonight, guys, all right? But where do you think we are, guys? Do you think we're going all right? You think things are happening in the background? Pedos going down, this sort of stuff, it's all, like, happening for us? Do you think that, maybe, yeah, we are in the position that I've been trying to tell us, although we're in a dangerous position, but we are in the position to take the trophy. So I'd like to tell you tonight, guys, that, I could probably give you something to have a look at. Now, it's discernment and it's up to you. But if I was to tell you that in one of my chats today, a great lady you've all seen, Charlotte, right? You've seen Charlotte on the show with me with Bishop Jim O'Connor, all right? And Charlotte went searching and she went on to, ended up on Rumble, but she found live streams of the West Bank, Gaza, 10 screen, guys, right? 10 screen. You got all these different cameras up there. And this is a live feed from the country over there, people, okay? And what I want to tell you, here it is. We're going to bring it up. Here it is. That's a live feed, people, okay? I can't remember what they were, but I think Cazz is down here somewhere. Gaza Strip. I don't know. Could you read the boxes, Cazz? Can you see it well enough to let them know what the left-hand top box and?
Yeah, so it's Tehran, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Ashdod, West Bank, Damascus, Ashkelon, Safed, Isfahan, and Netwat.
Okay, so yeah, we got the West Bank there, guys. All right, this place is supposed to be total destruction. Look at this. The birds are chirping. Guys, we are in what's called an information. I've been waiting for this evidence, man, because I've known this for a while that they would really duping us hard. These are live streams, guys. All right, I've been watching this for hours and hours. All right, when the wind come up, the trees were blowing. We don't think it's on a loop. There was a conversation with the guy, which I'm waiting to get back onto. When this guy comes back on, he was actually talking with Charlotte and going through a lot of stuff on Netanyahu and all the rest of what's going on over there. Now, guys, this is live footage. Now, where's the carnage? Where is it? I believe we're getting duped heavy, guys, all right? This is what I'm talking about when I started a fake war. There is nothing. There's certain things going on. There's evil versus good. What you are being portrayed from the MSM and what some of us are copping on the net, right? We proved the Leaning Tower of Pisa the other day in Taiwan was not the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We have fires coming out in certain places in the Middle East that we can trace back to a fire in America, all right? Because we have the technology now, guys. Guys, what I'm trying to say to you is get on with your friggin' life, all right? Because these guys are just bluffing you with fear. Okay, so what we need to do is forget the distractions. Okay, we know. How do we know it's live feed? Okay, Judy, that's for you to work out. But I believe it is live feed from where it's come from and from the conversations I've had. But you guys need to have a look. All right, I'll give you the website and you can check it out. We'll talk about it on the space. It's the website's up in the space. You got a laptop beside you, go and have a look. So, guys, this proves that what we've been saying all along is correct. Get on to doing what we need to do. Right? It is not as bad out there as these guys want to make out. All right? It's not. Okay, they're trying to say, all these rockets supposedly hitting the dome. They're not, guys. There's the dome right in front of you there. Oh, there's the Jerusalem, actually, the mound. So, again, guys, what I want to say is everything is a distraction. That's what the devil is. All right, he's the best deceiver in the world. Okay, so I do believe that that's a live stream. Okay, you need to make up your own mind. Okay, all right, and have a look. All right, but you are seeing CGI. You are seeing a play, a matrix. Okay, so I could be right. I could be wrong. I'm going out on a limb to say I'm right. Okay, because I know what they're trying to do here, guys. They're trying to create and run a fake war and bleed America dry of all its money. You know what I mean? And while the people are watching it and the ones that are sucked in, it's exactly what happens. So, interesting weekend for me. You know what I mean? This is like, okay. So where do we go from here? We go back to what we're supposed to be doing, guys, not being distracted by these things that they tell us that are going on. Ukraine, very similar. I've seen shots of Ukraine, man. And I'm telling you, the people are out sitting in restaurants, eating tea, having a good time. All right. Comes back to a story. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. All right. Am I telling you this is genuine? I believe it is, but you need to make up your own mind. Okay. But that to me is a live feed. So we got Cazz and Beck here. We've had something else go down, guys, which is Bondi. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat about that. We're not making any accusations, but we're certainly going to have a little discussion about it. But guys, let's have a think about it, all right? Because I'm telling you, the normies need to be watching this program, not the TV. Okay, this is where we need to get them. All right, so get these brochures of ours. All right, I was giving a couple out today. All right, get them out and get them out there, guys. All right, the website is just coming along, absolutely superb. All right, Roni is back from holidays, and she's slapped right into it now. And she is like, yeah, brilliant at this sort of stuff. All right. So, you know, we've got all the people in the right places, guys. We're talking about other things that we've got the other girls will be working on and coming up in the background. And we're trying to make this as exciting and get as much information out as we can in different ways, guys. All right. So leave it with us. We're having a go. All right. And all we need you people to do is get out there, promote the show, promote the website, or just promoting the website will promote the show. But the show's a good topic. You know what I mean? Talker. Right. And get this out, guys. All right. Because we are in a lot better position than what you understand. Okay. And that means that they are a dangerous dog. All right, because they haven't got much. They can run into bridges. They can do this. They can do that, guys. They can release a bioweapon. Yep. Not doubting they can. Okay. But what I'm saying to you is they've got nothing. They're all fake. They are fake. They are selling the narrative again, just like they did 4 years ago. Okay. And that's what's going out there, guys. I'll go out on a limb and I'll say it, right? This is what I believe is happening. I've had this funny feeling for a while now. But so, Cazz, Beck, come on in. Let's have a chat about what happened up in Bondi. And, yeah, let's, you know, to anyone who was killed up there, which we know there were people, our heart goes out to them. But anyway, let's have a bit of a chat about what we think's gone on up here, guys, because there's some funny stuff. Are we just the type of people that look for something in everything and find it, or are we going over the top here, delving into it like we're delving into it, or are we actually seeing stuff that doesn't add up? And we've seen a lot of this stuff before. So where are we, girls? Who wants to take it?
Cazz, you can start if you want.
No, I was going to throw a handball at you because you've been researching it over the weekend. So, Beck,
All right.
why don't you give us your breakdown on it?
Yeah, bring me in
All right.
anytime you want, Beck. Answer, quiz me. You know, we've had a little bit of a chat. You know where my views are. So, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Although we can't go, remember, we can't go too close to the 2G, B thing. And
yeah. That was even too much shush. Okay. All right. So, I mean, look, my opinion on the events at Bondi Junction differ a little bit to some of the freedom movement. I've been getting ridiculed for my opinion. I don't think it was a psyop in respect of actors involved and all of that. I don't. That's just my opinion. I think that it was a tragic, sad event that took place because our mental health system is on a serious decline and has been for a long time. And I think our overly opportunistic government will take advantage of that to bring in things that they've had working on in the background. I do believe that there. You mean
like Rahm Emanuel said, never let a good crisis go to waste?
Exactly what I mean. I think that it is something that happened. I think that it's very sad with how many people will be affected by this, but I don't think it was a bunch of actors putting on a show. I know that a lot of people do believe that. But I think, our government is going to absolutely bleed it dry with things that they've already had in the background ready to go.
Well, here's one for starters, Beck. This is Christopher Menz.
Report that the Opera House this evening will be lit up with a black ribbon to commemorate the loss of those lives, and government buildings will be flying their flags at half-mast. I'm pleased to say that most states around the country have also adopted a national day of mourning and taken down their flags to half-mast in recognition of the lives lost in New South Wales and in solidarity with our state. Today I can announce up to $18 million will be immediately forwarded to the Coroner's Office in New South Wales to establish an independent coronial inquiry with full staff and resources. Concurrently, an Assistant Deputy State Coroner will be appointed for all forensic investigations that take place during the period of that public inquiry.
All right, now we actually have some very clever people on Twitter, and they've made the comment. This is the handle that Rise Melbourne, and they've said New South Wales massacre boom. That was quick. Looks like we have a solution. 18 million government inquests announced, where they'll decide they need tighter security, facial recognition, and ultimately digital ID to stop this kind of incidents happening again. Never forget problem, reaction, solution. And this one from the handle the janitor. New massacre. Here we go. Looks like we have a solution. $18 million government inquest where they decide for tighter security, facial recognition, and ultimately digital ID. So there you go, guys. guys. Our people are already onto it.
There's a
And
few
not
other
only-
things.
Exactly.
There's a few
That's
other
right.
things
Well,
to look at. Hang on.
the-
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, well, it
Go
is
on.
beneficial. The police have had some bad press in recent times, haven't been looking too good, and now they're heroes again. So, which is fine. We actually need police. Every society needs a warrior class. We actually need heroes like this. It's just the circumstances surrounding it are very convenient for the government, who are no doubt using the police as pawns too.
Okay, let's just go into a couple other things I found out there. All right, and that is that, two names, this tragedy very significant. Among the dead is Dawn Singleton, God bless her, the daughter of Sydney advertising legend John Singleton, one of 8 children, and Ash Good, whose 9-month-old baby daughter is in a critical but stable condition at the Royal Children's Hospital. John Singleton is allegedly a prolific child something. I note that he took out a full page of news ad on the 3rd of April in apology to Ben Robert Smith because Singleton admitted dodging draft in Vietnam. And, he's lost his daughter. I know that, guys, but we're just telling the truth here. As I said, sorry to hear it. Amongst families in those things that we talk about, guys, those things that they think we are, those cults that we're not, is a bunch of people who want our life back. But amongst these families is the name Dawn is in reference to the rising sun. So we're going to go through a few things here and link things in, guys. I don't want to, okay, because that's not what it's about. I think we've still got to let the smoke settle a little bit. But, this is here and, she was 25 years old. If she'd, maybe, there's just a few things in here that add up, 6 people were murdered on the 13th day of the month. We know our gematria and our numbers and that. So there's more to come. I'm not going to go into too much of it right at the moment, okay? But, I think as the dust settles, we'll start to find out what went on. But there are definitely some suspicious things that are worth looking into. So, go on again, Beck.
100%. That's the thing that I want to add as well. I'm not saying that I think everything is above board with what's happened. Not at all. I've got my suspicions on the cover up. I don't want to say the cover up of it, but I mean, look, none of the photos look the same of the supposed guy that did it. He had no blood on his hands. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't think that there's not suspicious things being around the event. What I'm saying is that I think that, we just need to tread really carefully as well, because imagine if a lot of people are right. Okay, awesome. Congratulations, you got it right. It was a complete hoax. But what if you're wrong? If you're wrong and these families are looking at this, that's going to upset them.
Well, it's not just that too. It was the lack of fact-checking even by the mainstream media.
It's extremely
100%.
disappointing to me to see people mindlessly propagating misinformation like this without even the slightest thought put into fact-checking. But what's even more disappointing to me is a major news network doing this, using my name without waiting for a statement from the police to verify this or going out to try verify it themselves. This whole incident has been highly distressing and disappointing for myself and my family.
Now, that is an argument for the digital stuff, the digital ID bill, plus all of their stuff that they're trying to bring in with regards to Twitter. That plays into their side quite conveniently how that happened.
Yeah.
Well, a day or two will tell, guys. All right, makes a lot of difference in what's going out. We'll see how the establishment. I've seen Karen Webb's already come out and gave a statement. You know what I mean? They're going to use this, guys. We know that they're going to run off it like they can. They'll run off the emotion of the people out there. As I said, Bondi. On Friday night, I already went out on a limb. If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it. But hopefully, I've stemmed the next one from being up there. You know what I mean? But who knows? Yeah, and I heard Syrian girls are set up trouble for something else too. Actually, I don't know whether it's true, but I've seen a little bit about Syrian girl out there today get, maybe in a pizza place. But anyway, who knows what goes on out there in people's private lives?
The thing is that these attacks and things like that, if we really want to end them, I vote that we lobby hard and fast to get rearmed. Citizens need to be rearmed because obviously there's attacks, and watch the attacks disappear. Suddenly they'll stop, you know. So you know, they like seriously, this is the situation we're looking at the moment. So anyway, what have you got to say
the
about
ambulances were very quick to get there, guys. You know, you wait like 15 hours to get an ambulance these days, but they were there on the spot straight away. Cops were on the spot straight away. I mean, I'm no detective, but anyway, I'll just keep having a sniff around and yeah.
The thing you've got to realise too is that they come out with an $18 million inquiry. Well, where are the inquiries about the deaths, about the excess deaths? Where's the money for that? Yeah, and like, look, the thing is that the narrow dime is quickly changing. Cliff High refers to it as the narrow dime, because you have this situation here where the Japanese researchers say the side effects of the COVID vaccines are linked to 201 types of diseases. And you've also got Maria Z has done an excellent reporter on that as well, which I'll play a bit of.
Tonight, Japanese professor delivers stunning message that everyone needs to hear. Masayasu Inoue, MD, PhD, and Professor Emeritus at Osaka City University Medical School, recently released an 8-minute video with a groundbreaking message for the world. He said the pandemic was used as a false pretext by the WHO to drive vaccinations of all peoples in the world. Inoue also declared that the fraudulent use of experimental gene therapy to healthy people was not only an extreme violation of human rights, but the result was the induction of the terrible drug-induced injury that has never been seen in human history.
All right, but not only that, we've also got now there's 2,000 pages of reports that they're showing. This is a German report, okay, showing that the pandemic was all fraud. Its highlights were one, the high health risk was not derived from data, but from a political decision, and that herd immunity was seen as a mere narrative. So, and that is attached to the German report, which you can actually download and use the text converter to convert to English. But you've got two major places now. Plus, you've also got the Italian health minister. He can't even walk down the street without people calling out murderer to him. He's being chased down everywhere, and he has been charged with murder. Okay, not with relationship to COVID, it's the COVID. Okay, but in relationship to the administration of the COVID vaccines.
There's a lot going on, guys, as I said, and all they're doing is building more and more fake narratives, okay? And that's all it is, guys, to bleed you dry of money, okay? This is what it is all about, to just keep crushing you until your spirit is absolutely defeated. That is their end game. We ain't going to let them get there.
And on that as well, I forgot to bring in this one as well. So the WHO official admits that the vaccine passports may have been a scam. Okay, so now this is Dr. Hannah, I think it's pronounced Nahayek, testified in court that she advised her government that vaccine passports were not needed, but this was ignored. Despite explaining that the COVID vaccines did not stop the virus transmission and the passports gave false sense of security. So there you go. Our side is winning, you know?
We are. We've won. Okay, but there's a narrative out there that's saying they've still got control. They haven't got much, all right? As I said, they've got a couple of bio weapons. They got some stuff left. Yeah, guys, but I tell you what, there's 7 billion of us. All right. Okay, and we've got this.
Yeah, that's it. So it's coming out everywhere. It's, we're getting there as well. Now, on that, we've also got our people that are out. This is the Forest of the Fallen.
Forest of the Fallen in Albury. Down by the river.
Where's the inquiry for this?
Down by the river.
Go check. That's awesome. Now, also, we have Rosie's report from what happened with her ringing the pharmacies and things like that. Maybe we should start a campaign. Maybe everyone should ring Christopher Minns and say $18 million for an inquiry. How about we investigate the excess deaths?
Yeah.
Just the forest
Send him the
full
website.
the first time in quite a long time. And I'm sure that the boys and Ronia did really well. I have to report on something to you all. This morning I rang 6 pharmacies and I pretended I was 12 weeks pregnant and that I was going to England and that I wondered whether I needed a booster injection for COVID. And I'm incredibly disappointed that 4 out of those 6 pharmacies on the northern beaches told me that I should have one. I feel like we're nibbling on the toenails of an elephant, frankly. It's very, very upsetting to think that they are still doing this. But I want everyone to know that if we really start visiting these pharmacists and telling them what we think, politely, which I haven't always done, I must admit, I think we can shame them to stop doing this. Can you imagine? Still jabbing pregnant women.
God, I can't believe it, especially when we've got so much information about what it actually has done to the the miscarriages that were involved. Now, someone just asked me.
All the comments in there about the pollies and that. We'll get to that in a minute when we bring something else up, guys. But anyway, yeah, just I'll comment.
Well, I was just about to bring that in. Okay, so look, now, Paul, the One Nation people have organised the No Digital ID on the 5th of May.
Why am I putting this up? Why am I putting this up, guys?
You're not, I am. Blame me.
Okay.
Sydney, no digital ID. Melbourne, no digital ID. Perth, no digital ID. Adelaide, no digital ID. And Adelaide, no digital ID. Guys, so that's what they're organising. And, yeah. So anyway.
Okay. So, people, I told you, all assets are employed. All right? We've heard a little rumour now our Noogs is going to jump on the bandwagon with them. Okay? Still a rumour. I'm telling you, all assets are going to be deployed against us, guys. All right, so I'm going to probably go to the rally. Probably going to go to the one in Sydney, and I'm going to handle out a lot of this stuff. Because there's going to be maybe a few people there, and I might be able to ask some questions. Might even get invited up to speak. I don't know. But I'm certainly going to go and infiltrate who the gatekeepers may have there, and certainly peacefully and quietly let them know that they need to go to our website and have a look at a few things that are going on. So, if the gatekeepers want to take a run and try and, do what I presume they're doing, I could be wrong, guys. I've just got an opinion like everybody else, okay? And I've warned you. Okay, and I've told you a few times, and if I'm wrong, okay? But I think it's a good place for us to go and do some promotion for ourselves, guys, for the truth, for the pedophilia, for the adrenochrome, for the bullshit government, keeping everything quiet on us. Okay, so anyway, that's just my thoughts. I don't know. What are you doing on that day? I don't know. I thought we were running this stuff. I thought Jody had a good thing going there in May. He still has. I haven't really promoted it because I'm still busy with everything else. But Jode's got stuff going on May because we all had stuff already arranged. These guys are going to slip in, you know what I mean, draw over what they can. All right, they're going to head to the councils, guys, the United Councils things, whatever it is, where there's a lot of good people, but there's also a lot of infiltration. They're going to move over there because they can see 1.1 million votes over there for them, guys. Oh, 1.1 million votes. That keeps me in my fucking pay packet, excuse my French, doesn't it? That keeps me in my $200,000 job. Well, 1.1 million people I can maybe coerce to, and that's what it is, coercion to vote for them. We're coerced into everything these days, guys. You don't really get a choice, and that's what they're going to say to you. There is no choice but us. Well, guess what? If you were a choice, guys, you'd already have your mouth open about certain topics. So I don't believe you are a choice. Anyway, I'll get off my little soapbox now and let the show go back where it's going. Thank you.
All right, we got. This is becoming really a prominent thing. Like, we've got a couple of stories here, like the crime wave that's going on.
Teenagers has rammed their way out of a service station after earlier bashing a worker. They led police on a high-speed chase along the Monash, taunting officers as they darted through traffic. Lana Murphy with this exclusive report.
They wanted cigarettes but could only swipe soft drinks and chocolate, a midnight snack for 3 teenagers on a violent crime spree, suddenly locked inside the service station they were trying to rob. A quick-thinking worker secured himself in a back room before setting off smoke alarms and trapping the thieves inside, their getaway driver ramming a stolen car through the glass doors, nearly striking his own accomplice. They stumbled out of the Ferntree Gully BP, then led police on a dangerous hour-long chase. The silver Honda was tracked to Berwick, then sped up and down the Monash, at one point reaching speeds of up to 150 kilometres per hour. The SUV darted in and out of traffic, swerving across 4 lanes.
All right, so we have this is not unusual at the moment. There's lots of lots of reports about, the crime that's going on, particularly amongst the youth from various states and things like that. Did you want to comment on that before I move on to the next thing?
Yeah, go,
basically.
I mean, just that there's not really much to say about that. I mean, it's stuff that has been happening for a long time, but you can definitely see an increase in the crime rates. And I don't know if it's just put down to the cost of living. I mean, probably if they were aiming for cigarettes, they were probably going to try and resell them for extra money, I'm going to assume. But, yeah, something needs to be done about it.
I'll tell you what it is. They're teenagers. They know the law can't touch them, and that's what the government's done. They've made it easy for them, okay? And this is what's going to go on, guys, in your suburbs until you get your communities back, your regions back, and you put in, so-called law enforcement that is going to look after your population, not, bend over to the corporate system. Okay, this is what you're going to cop. All right, and you're going to see more of these. I told you it was going to get rocky, guys. If you think Bondi was rocky on the weekend, man, come on. We haven't even took off on the wave yet. That's just we're just watching the swell start to rise. Okay, we haven't even got any worse surfing yet because this is where they want to go. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm telling you.
It's just a breakdown in society, realistically. And look, here's another one. Sort of what's happened here is we've covered a few of these situations where squatters just move in. But what's happened here is squatters have gone in and taken over a $13 million pub that's owned by Gordon Ramsay. And so, be interesting to see. They refer to themselves as professional squatters, and so basically they barricaded themselves in there, and it'd be interesting to see how that plays out, actually. But you've also got a lot of these young people now. So this is why we're winning. We're winning amongst the youth, and it's because of things like this. They're just realising they've got no hope and no future.
7 years old, and today I am moving back in with my parents. This is not the plan I had for 27-year-old me, but that is just how bad the rental crisis is at the moment. I've been living on my own for the last 3 years. When I first started living on my own, I was paying $280 a week in rent. It was actually kind of fine to pay rent on my own, and I've never had an outstanding salary. The reason why I'm moving back in with my parents is because my landlord wanted to increase my rent now to $450 a week. Now, I live in a small 1-bedroom apartment in an old building. It's nothing flash. Sure, I live in a good suburb. I live in Malvern. I'm probably just paying for location, but I have to pay to do my laundry. There's cracks in the walls. It's nothing flashy. It's not worth $450 a week. That's $2,000 a month. What are people supposed to do? I'm so lucky and I'm so grateful that I can move back in with my parents, but not everyone can do that. So what's your alternative? You're homeless?
We'll leave it there. But look, here's the thing as well. There's also, we're winning the narrow dime. Okay, the narrow dime is shifting because you've got these ones here. Now, somebody's put this up. Please use cash if you can. Last week, our card machine charges were equal to a day's wages for a member of our team. And that is awesome that people are actually really getting it, that cash is really important. But you've got all of this, the homelessness that's coming on, and it's just, it's so terrible. It's this is Australia.
Yep. As I said, we drove up the coast on Friday. Yeah, last week, guys. All right. We were on the road all day from up to, the other side of Newcastle, Gosford, and then back down to, south of here, sort of. And, Mate, the people in tents, in campers, I know school holidays is coming up and that, but that's not what I'm talking about, guys. All right, this was travelers. This was people who stay in places because they got nowhere else to stay. All right, and it's just incredible what's going on out there. But they're bringing millions in, okay, and they're going to continue to do it. You're going to continue to see this on your streets until we get together, we push through it, guys, and we take a few things back where we can start and control our destiny. Because at the moment, they want to control our destiny. They seem to be controlling our destiny, and the way they are doing it is with a load of fake bullshit. And so in other words, it's all fake out there, guys, and we need to get on with our life. What does our life mean? It means taking back, getting sovereign, taking back your right. All right, on this earth, which is to say how your kids are schooled, to say where your kids are schooled, all right, to say what you eat, what your farmers get paid, not what these corporations. And anyway, guys, it's coming our way, okay? They're in big trouble.
Actually, Dave, on that, this is now this came out of Grok, which is the AI. Now it's a case called Gaines versus Buford. I think it's pronounced Buford. It may be Beaufort because I think it's in the USA. Anyway, it's a case that touches upon the hierarchy of sovereignty. It highlights that God created people as individuals. The people created the state constitution and the state constitutions established the three branches of government: executive, judicial, and legislative. The case emphasizes the people's position in the hierarchy, stating that they came before the state government and its branches. This case underscores the importance of the individual's role in the creation of the state and its institutions.
Said it exactly.
It is interesting, isn't it? Look, we don't normally do predictions, but this one is important, so I thought I'd just cover it slightly, okay?
Well, we've had a few predictions, and we've been pretty correct too, actually. But anyway.
Well, actually, someone brought to my mind that on Friday's show, apparently, I said, governments love terrorist attacks because then they can then legislate against us. So it's really interesting. Fear
not, guys. It's all fake. Fear not. All right. Let's get on with the job of taking our lives back. All right. Simple as that.
All right. So now this article is closed to premium members, which I'm not a member of, even though I do often read Zero Hedge. But this is interesting because it warns of Black Monday on the CTA stop losses, volume control liquidations, and ETF unwinds, just as buyback blackouts begin. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow because Zero Hedge, I believe, are financial guys, and that's their history is doing financial stuff, and they've branched out into other things. So interesting to see if that eventuates.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you guys have anything to say until we move on to this one? Because this is,
No, I'm good.
You're right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a really important case because it's basically game over for the election fraud deniers. So Georgia Board of Elections confirms violations in the 2020 election law. So there you go. We've known it for a while. We've talked about it for a long time, but it's just a case of now that it's basically been, it's come out that it is.
Going to be some big bombs in the next couple of weeks, guys. The Bronson brothers, a bit of stuff's going to get, brought to the surface in the next week or two. I think you're going to see some cracking, what we would call bombs. Yeah, absolute crackers.
Yeah, that's it. So, do we have time for? Yeah, let's just go quickly with this one because
I saw that, Orion.
Number of cancers in our
Queensland
population.
Shift homeschool, and they're trying to control it already, guys. All right, they're onto it. Okay, so go, Cazz. Sorry.
Which has been quite surprising in the young adults.
Oh, it's been surprising, huh? To you? Hasn't been surprising to me or a lot of people I know.
So I think it's important for people to understand that we've seen increasing cancer rates probably because of our ultra-processed food, the sugar diet, and also environmental toxins.
I mean, I'll give you that. That's definitely true. We're definitely seeing cancer because of our food and water and pretty much everything else. I'll give you that.
But why such a dramatic spike since 2019?
Whoa. Is that Mr. don't kill other people's grandma asking the right questions? All right, I'm shocked. Let's see what he has to say.
I think there's been a spike. I don't know how dramatic it's been. I think we see a slight increase, but it's really because probably the immune system plays a huge role in cancer and inflammation connected to cancer. So hypothetically, if the COVID
Sorry, what was that? What was that? Let's play that back again.
The COVID
The COVID what? What was that?
disease created persistent inflammation in the body, which it has for many people with long COVID.
Man, you people literally have lied so much to this point that you can't even keep your story straight, and you cannot keep the wrong words out of your mouth.
We're seeing people, 46% have high levels of CRP, which is an inflammatory marker. 30% have autoimmune markers. We're seeing all sorts of things that we didn't see before. So I agree with you, Chris. There's something cooking in the soup.
Really?
Man, what I love most about that is the little smirk that you had at the end there. So something
cooking,
cooked in the soup, huh? That soup that was in those meals, right?
We'll leave it there because we're running out of time. But here's the thing: is that at least we're actually getting to no shit Sherlock. That's right.
Love it, Sheree.
All right, we're at no. So I know that they are not showing you the true numbers in the studio. It's 834 watching at the moment. So.
Load of crap. I don't even look at any numbers and not even interested in them. It's just all a load of bullshit, mate. Everything they do. Guys, they took the mic out of my computer tonight. I'm serious, man. Friday night it was the Wi-Fi accessibility. Tonight it's a friggin' microphone. I mean, do you not think that these guys can do what they want? Guys, it's just time, right? Go back. You go on.
What am I doing?
Remarks before I get ranting, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll do the final remarks. Shit. I was not ready for it yet. Yeah. In regards to what happened on the weekend, I'm not saying don't question it. Question everything. Always question everything. That's how we got where we are today, by questioning things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be mindful of the victims. Also, quick plug for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Beyond the Deceptions is back. Glenn Fisher, the author of Predator's Paradise, we'll be having him on the show. Sure. Anybody who knows a bit about him and his backstory, you need to watch it. It's going to be a good one, and share it out as soon as it goes on, because I reckon it'll get ripped down.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll have to plug that again tomorrow at 9 as well. So, all right, Dave, you close the show because we've got a tribute done by Beck to take us out, which is a really awesome, really lovely tribute, actually.
All right, well, guys, what I hope I've shown you tonight is for you to go and have a look. I want you to prove me wrong. I'd like you, well, anyway, I wouldn't like you to prove me wrong, but I want you to go out and prove me right. Let's maybe put that, because I want to see Gaza and the West Bank exactly how you can see it on a live stream, okay? And, guys, I do believe that this has just been, as we've been starting to come to, this is just one big hoax by the deep state, right? They are losing control. The top echelon has been, smashed. Okay. We've seen all this stuff go on. You want to link the Royals, link the Vatican, link DC. All right. You can put everything together. Link Derek Johnson, who I've sent off to Kath today. We need to talk to Derek pretty soon and just, get some more stuff off him. And I got a few questions for him. We'll, just correlate a few things. But, guys, they're coming back to Australia. This is their fallback spot. Okay, I still haven't been able to watch the thing, but someone said it was on something to do with Captain Kyle the other day, or some guy he had on, but he also said the same as what I was saying, that, they're going to drop back here, and they have started to drop back here. That's why they're coming at us hard. That's why you're going to see these FF events, as we call them, right, coming into play, guys, and there's going to be more. Okay, they're going to continue to ramp it up, all right? So they can only do this in small bits, right, as they do it, okay? But what we've got to do is on the counter, guys. We've got to be taking back what's ours, okay? And at the moment, just like our council here, right, our representatives, they are sold out to Labor. They are sold out to the New World Agenda, and they are not our friends, all right? So go and find the friends that you have got. Start talking, because they're on here. They're in your neighborhood, all right? They're waking up, and they've had enough. Okay, so together we can do this, guys, but forget the distractions. Okay, we're getting duped hard, man. Absolutely hard. Yeah, Pine Gap is a headquarters. You're dead right. But there's some Five Eyes stuff going to come out too, guys, all right? So there's some stuff going to come out next week. We'll talk about it maybe tomorrow night. We don't get enough time on these shows. Maybe even tonight on the Space we might be able to put the article up. But anyway, Five Eyes are coming into fruition. This war is in full flame, okay? But that's a war between evil and good. That's not the war in the Middle East that they are telling you. Rockets hitting the friggin' dome or bullshit, guys. All right? They're selling you a dupe again. Okay, so go and have a look at it. All right? It's F-45 Tornado. Sorry, a mate of mine had an F-45 training franchise. F5 Tornado. Okay? Go and have a look, guys. Work it out, right? Because, I'm telling you, I think we're all starting to work out, or, what I've been feeling for a while anyway is these guys have got nothing, mate. All they've got is our fear, all right, and our thinking that we need to be under the control, and they've got the upper hand. They haven't got the upper hand. They've got jack shit, and they're proving it. Go and have a look at the live stream of all these places that are supposed to be in destruction and just wiped out, guys. Is there deaths and murder going on? Yeah, there is. Okay, but there's a lot of bullshit going on too, and I think it's 90% bullshit and 10% real. So let's go out with whatever Beck put together for us, and we'll see you on the Space tonight, guys. And then don't forget, you got Beck tomorrow night. In the morning, we've got a Space, actually. It's to do with, you'll see it out there, guys. It's Hollywood, pedos, adrenochrome, all this trafficking, right? We're going to open it right up. So get on there, 10 a.m. in the morning.
It's shared on the Facebook page.
Shared on the Facebook page. There's the links there for the Twitter. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up.
Rest in paradise to those that were taken too soon. 12 others were hospitalised from the attack. I need to highlight that I've read reports of 8 of these people being female. It seems to me that this attacker was specifically targeting females. My thoughts are with the families and friends of all the victims and those that have been affected.